From the sunshine state of Florida, we're under the lights at beautiful Lone Depot Park. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Miami Marlins. I'm joined by Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Dan, will see a Major League debut on the mound in this one.
Anytime you're making your Major League debut, particularly starting a game, I'm sure there's some anxious moments going on. One of the keys for every young pitcher is to not try to be better than you were in the minor leagues. Go out. The mound is still 60 feet 6 inches away. The big key, make sure you continue to pound the strike zone.
It's Marlins baseball, and it comes your way next. Sergio Mitre steps on the rubber today for his first Major League start. Dan, what do you got on him?
Well, I think the big key, Matt, is just going to be able to control the butterflies. You can only make your first start one time, and a lot of emotions, a lot of things are going through your mind when you're taking your warm-up pitches. Hopefully he can settle down, control that heartbeat, as they say, breathe in, breathe out, and try to enjoy the first big league experience. Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft, you can go in and out, and anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
First pitch, 7-10.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Game time temperature, a comfortable 76 degrees. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Here comes the 1-2. Is taken for ball 2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Ross is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Batting second.
Time now for a look at the Rays starting 9. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
At the plate now, Akinori Iwamura, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Iwamura runs pretty well, which is interesting given the position he plays on the field. Usually the speedy guys are in the middle infield or in the outfield where there's a lot of ground to cover, but that's not the case with him. His plus speed makes him really unique at his position.
Yeah, he does possess such an interesting skill set. It might not help him on the defensive side, but man, from an offensive standpoint, what a tool to possess.
Now the 2-1. Hit back toward the mound. He's got it. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the first baseman, Carlos Pena.
And now Carlos Pena. Now here's the first offering. Just starting things out here in South Florida. High and deep to right center. Looking up is the right fielder. And that's a home run into the top tank. Solo shot to right center. Second home run early in the year as the Rays move out on top 1-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Into the box now, B.J. Upton.
B.J. Upton.
Plays off 1-0. Two out, nobody on. Oh, and that looked like the very definition of flailing there. It's even at 1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
2 balls and a strike now. Here's the 2-1 home. Man, and he's nowhere near that pitch. It's 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Home half of the first coming up from Miami. And Tampa Bay's off to the early 1-0 lead. James Shields, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
It's not an easy thing to do to pitch as a rookie, but one of the things you have to do is use the positives. The opposing team has never faced you. You can't be afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. Establish your pitches and try to work quickly.
Now at the plate is Jeremy Hermida. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping one on the road on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, they need to grab this one today. You don't want to drop the first 2 games of the season. I don't care if it's on the road. I know you're going to have to battle, play well at home. You can't afford to get on the team bus back to the hotel 0-2.
And there's 1 away.
Batting second.
Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Dero, what you got on this lineup tonight?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Standing in now, Cody Ross. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Nope. 1-1. Shields has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
The 1-2. One out, nobody on. A bouncer to the left side, scooped up. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third, the third baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Stepping up is Miguel Cabrera. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. And the pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The windup and the 0-1.
there seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Upton will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They trail this one 1-0. Now to the plate, here is Ty Wigginton, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday.
Ty Wigginton.
First pitch of the AB on its way. And, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1. Shields really turned some heads in the minors. Taking the mound here in the first month of the season, this team has high hopes that he can be a big part of the rotation this year.
Yeah, Matt, this guy wasn't really the most highly touted prospect coming up through the minor league system, but one of the things he does, he throws strikes, and if he continues to pitch like he did in the minor leagues here at the big league level, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to stay here and pitch very competitive baseball.
Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. Reined in. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
Batting 6.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And you talk about fitting a profile for a right fielder. Big surprise who brings the absolute bazooka to the game today. That is the right fielder. Don't look for anyone to test this guy.
To the plate now, Delman Young. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Roll, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
And he'll step out for a 4th time here. And now be careful, because I don't know many pitchers who care for these type of shenanigans. Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Swinging a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he will get in there with his first big league hit, a double. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Delman Young has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Into the box, Brendan Harris, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
In today's game of seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it, I'd love to see a little 2-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and 4-speed something the other way.
Oh, 0-2, here it comes. He just dissected him in that at-bat as he flails at that one, and he's down on 3 pitches, 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that
30.
late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate, Navarro, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The 0-1 offering. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More to come from Lone Depot Park right after this. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Rocky Ramirez.
The shortstop, Rocky.
Ready with the first
Ramirez.
pitch. Here it comes. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Crawford arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Okay, here's how the Rays
baseman.
set up on defense today. And one of the best guys on the defensive side of the ball today is going to be manning left field. Unbelievable range out there, the ability to go back on balls, not fearful of the wall at all, and has a strong and accurate arm.
At the plate now, Mike Jacobs.
He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more. Misses for ball 1.
1 and 2.
1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
And that misses 2-2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now at 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, man, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Into the box now, Josh Willingham. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second.
Ball 1.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Miami down in order. It remains 1-0. So here now is the pitcher, James Shields. 9-1-2 due up. And now the first pitch. Looked like he was swinging no matter what that time as he goes way out of the zone at that offering. It's 0-1. A ball and a strike to the Rays pitcher. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2. Hit out towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
In now, Carl Crawford. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He flied out leading off the ball game. A ball and a strike. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Man, hard to understand why a guy who runs so well would take such a big hack like that one.
The 1-1 pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Willingham is there, and he has it for the first out.
The third baseman, number 1, Akinori Iwamura.
Next to stand in is Akinori Iwamura, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the first pitch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Now the 1-0.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Shields, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Tries to uppercut that thing, but missed it. 2-1.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit. And why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
The 2-1. Grounded to short. He's got it. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Well, he showed right there why he's such a tough guy to double up. He can fly, and he busted it down the line, so they just get the 1 out.
Next to dig in, Carlos Pena, and we'll see what he can do here after going deep his first time up.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
First delivery to him, and that's by him. It's 0-1.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Comes set with the 0-1. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Pulled the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. Olivo has it, and the throw to first ends the inning. Rays strand just the 1. They lead it 1-0. At the plate now is Dan Uggla, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Here's the pitch.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Behind 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Stepping in now, Miguel Olivo, as he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Sergio Mitre.
So the next to bat will be Sergio Mitre. Here's the first pitch to him. Gets ahead of him here as he got him to swing over the top of this one.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Ready with another 0-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're down 1-0. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready now is B.J. Upton. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Upton.
First pitch of the AB now. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Fouled away.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Hit on the ground out to short. He's right there. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
So now to the plate, Ty Wigginton, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Oh, 0-2, here it comes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder, Delman.
So now into the box is Delman Young. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run, get you a ribby.
He's set, and the pitch. Pitch out, nothing doing. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Upton leads off first with 1 away. Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Now the 2-0 home finds the zone, strike 1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Two and 2 the count. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal. Hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
from the stretch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. Little slide step action there, Dan.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat and mouse game continues on.
Throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 left for Tampa, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jeremy Hermida back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here's the pitch. Hermida, 23 years old. This is his first year at the big league level. Now here it comes. Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And it's a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
To the plate now, Cody Ross. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. 1-1 pitch is a knuckle curve. He's in the hole now. 1-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
At the plate now, Miguel Cabrera. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So a pitching clinic there as he sets him down in order, all via the punch-out. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Digging in, the switch hitter, Navarro. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
That's popped up. Ramirez shading to his right, 1 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, James Shields.
And stepping in, James Shields. He collected a base hit his first time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, he just wasn't on time right there. Front foot not down in time. Nothing happens before the front foot can get down.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Ross is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Carl Crawford.
Next, here is Carl Crawford. He flew out in his last AB. First offering on its way.
You have to be careful. You can't sleep on the bunt right here, even with 2 outs. They're playing him back, but this guy can handle the bat.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A bouncer up the middle, and there's his first base hit in this one. So with that, the top of the 5th is still alive. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Carl Crawford has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Into the box, Akinori Iwamura, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. The 1-0 home. In the dirt here, and the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Pitch misses low. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Here's the 3-1. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. Rays strand just the 1, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Rocky Ramirez.
First offering. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
The first baseman, number 17, Mike Jacobs.
Now into the box, Mike Jacobs. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Swing and a liner. And the Marlins have their first hit of the game. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Mike Jacobs has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
At the plate, Josh Willingham lifted down the line in left. Crawford is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter, number 6, second baseman, Dan.
So stepping in is Dan Ugla, struck out in his last trip to the plate. He's set. Here it comes. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Gone! So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
The catcher, Miguel.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Into the box now, Miguel Olivo. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball laid off well below the knees. One and two now as that one's fouled off. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run home run. 5 innings complete. 2-1 now, Miami. Carlos Pena will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Now here's the pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. Two balls and a strike to the Rays' first baseman.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. So now to the plate, B.J. Upton, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool a guy. It's 1-2.
You could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows he's on top of his game. Executing a nasty slider down the way right there, giving this offense no chance.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number one.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Stepping in now, Ty Wigginton, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the 0-1. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose.
Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Ty Wigginton has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
In now, Delman Young, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball well outside.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot. And he was able to spit on that one, hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Brendan Harris is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
The 0-1 offering. Grounded to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
The batter, number 30.
Standing in now, Navarro, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. No hits to this point. Comes set, the 0-1. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. Rays leave them loaded. They're down 2-1. Alejandro
attention, please.
De Aza is going to
Pinch
come
hitting
off
for
the
the
bench
Marlins.
as he'll be asked to
Number
lead off the
26,
bottom of inning number 6.
Alejandro De Aza.
And now the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And it's 1-1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The 2-2.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Up next for the Marlins, the right fielder, Jeremy Hermida.
Ready now for the Marlins, Jeremy Hermida. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now the pitch. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball.
You could tell this guy's got great feel for all his stuff right now. To break out that nasty hammer right there, this guy's on point.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
I think he kind of trained the hitter's eyes in that at bat. What I
Now
mean is you'll
batting,
find the
left
first 3
fielder,
pitches are all down
Cody.
around the knee. So as a hitter, he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
Into the box, Cody Ross. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The windup and the 0-1.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
Thought about it, but he holds up on the knuckle curve 1 and 2. 2 runs on 2 hits and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Still 1 and 2 as he fouls it away.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. Miami down in order. They still lead it 2-1. Taylor Tankersley is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 57, Taylor Tankersley.
Leading off the inning, it'll be James Shields as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up.
Down by 1. I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, you know, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that one run across. Others, they're going to look for 1 or 2 big swings to make it happen.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
Set to deal on 2-2. High in the air out to center field. And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Carl Crawford.
Stepping in next, Carl Crawford singled in his last at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there for strike 1.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Oh and 1, here it comes. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And that one yanked just foul.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Tried to get him to bite on that curveball, but no luck. It'll be interesting to see what he goes with now with the count even at 2-2.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Now batting, the third baseman, Akinori Iwamura.
At the plate now, Akinori Iwamura, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And that's in there for his strike. 1-1. Two out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Willingham finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. Our score remains 2-1. Digging in will be Miguel Cabrera. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
First pitch of the AB on its way. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope, outside.
Bounce towards the second baseman. Reined in. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Miguel Cabrera has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
The first baseman, number 17, Mike Jacob.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. At the plate, Mike Jacobs. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Shields is working a real gem here in his major league debut. Any of his doubters won't have a lot to say, at least after this one.
You'd like to see them get him out of here before he leaves with a bad taste in his mouth. He was really pretty much in control of this game for the first 5-6 innings, and as these pitches and innings have started to mount up, you can just see that he isn't quite as sharp, and he's not getting the swings and misses that he did early on in this game.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. From the belt, the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
To second for 1, on to first, a double play.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at-bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
Willingham.
So base is empty now after the double play. And coming forward, the rookie outfielder, Josh Willingham. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, what a job right here to put yourself in position to get out of this one after giving up back-to-back singles to the first two batters.
The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside.
Great arm action on that two-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Bouncer to the left side. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 8th inning coming up. The Marlins lead this one 2-1. Kevin Gregg has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 45, Kevin Gregg.
Ready to begin the 8th, and set to go is the rookie first baseman, Carlos Pena.
Carlos Pena.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
Hard hit towards center. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
You can't ask for anything more than getting the leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Rocco Baldelli will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 5, Rocco Baldelli.
Stepping in now, B.J. Upton. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Nope. Ball 1. 1-1.
Baldelli gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be two? On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but one ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
To the plate now, Ty Wigginton, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Clearly fooled there on the slider. The 2-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. He's set, and the payoff pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
Ben Zobrist will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 18, Ben.
High leverage at bat here, and standing in, it'll be Delman Young, and he represents the potential go-ahead run. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And a dive, but he's back in. 2 out with the man at first. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Runner goes for second. In there. Now the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Your attention, please. Now running at second base, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
2 out here and a runner at second. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. The tag, and he is out. One left for Tampa. They still trail it here 2-1. Ben Zobrist, who will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Second base, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Now Greg Norton is into the game as well, as he's the new first baseman.
Norton.
ready to take his hacks again. Dan Ugla blasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat.
Most good breaking ball hitters will hit good breaking balls. In that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch that was down in the zone, and he handled it really nice.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
One ball, one
Swing and a miss, 1-1. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff men on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Now the Rays manager's going to take that slow walk out toward the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart after getting one out here in the 8th, but he's in line to take the loss barring a late turnaround. Al Reyes is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Al Reyes.
Into the box now, Miguel Olivo, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 0-1.
ball up there.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Crawford will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. So his day is fully over as you get a look at the pitching line for the Rays starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Aaron Boone.
Aaron Boone is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Hit well on the ground to first. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. 9th inning coming up. Miami's out in front, 2-1. Armando Benitez comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 51, Armando Benitez.
New inning set to get underway, and next will be the first-year shortstop, Brendan Harris. Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
This is line to left, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the ninth.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous when a guy had jets on the base paths?
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a very difficult spot. You're one hit away from getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really think about putting somebody on first that might be able.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Going back is the right fielder. It's out of here, and they've taken the lead in the ninth. Santa Maria. So a two-run homer down the line in right as they've taken a one-run lead.
Your
Johnny
attention,
Gomes will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 31, Johnny Gomes.
First offering on its way. No outs, nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a two-run shot, but that was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Into the box, Carl Crawford. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Now the 1-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Two and 1 to the Rays leadoff batter. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Grounded down the third baseline. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Now batter, third baseman, Akinori Iwamura.
Into the box, Akinori Iwamura flew out last time up. First pitch coming, here it is.
I'm sure every pitcher on the staff could use an extra run right here. I know the bases are empty and there's 2 outs, but stay on the attack. Get a guy on first base. You never know. You get something going and string a few across.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Rays get a couple as you take another look at the 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. It's now 3-2 Tampa. J.P. Howell comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 39, J.P. Howell.
So striding in to start the 9th is Jeremy Hermida, and they could use a spark from him here.
Yeah, it's always a nightmare taking on another team's closer trying to get back into a game, especially in the 9th inning. But having your leadoff guy up to start that inning is as good as you could have hoped for. So let's see if he can get something started here.
Here's the 0-1. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
In now, Cody Ross. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The third baseman, number 24, Miguel Cabrera.
So next to hit is Miguel Cabrera. Here's the first pitch to him. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Miami down to their last strike. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Tampa Bay Rays came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Al Reyes claims the win out of the pen, his first. J.P. Howell records the save, his first of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Rays, 3 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Marlins, 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. They left just 1 runner on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 52 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Hey there, baseball fans. Justin Allegri. The season is still young. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Starting in the AL East, the Tampa Bay Rays combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 3-2. The Astros starting pitcher, number 51, earned his first career big league win on the mound as the Astros downed Oakland 5-1. The Giants knocked out 10 hits as a team as they sank the Mariners 10-1. The White Sox totaled 13 hits as a team as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 11-10. The Dodgers had 12 hits as a team as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 6-0. The Diamondbacks allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 4-2. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.